Hello friends, today we will discuss chapter 6 of Fundamentals of Software Architecture by Mark and Neal. In this book, we will discuss about the governance and measurement of application architecture characteristics. A lot of time if we are building some architecture and framework for other team, we just think, okay, we created application framework, we are done. Now that team will take care of itself. Our responsibility is done. We think people know how they will maintain the architecture and framework. And the question is why we don't govern. I think governance is more important. Over the time, as you add more features, the degradation, software degradation creeps in. So we have to come up not only degradation of quality, even the application architecture characteristics. What are application architecture characteristics? Check out the previous video. The application characteristics are some important architecturally significant attributes of the system, like it could be performance, it could be scalability, it could be deployability. So why we don't govern software architecture characteristics? One thing is it's very difficult to have a objective assessment of objective measurement of software application architecture characteristics. For example, performance. For a transaction-based system, 1 minute may be too much, whereas if you have a reporting system, 1 minute may be okay. So you have a lot of context, type of application, people perception. So coming up with objective assessment, objective measures is very, very difficult. So what they recommend is you need to discuss with your stakeholders, come up with some definitions. For example, performance. Performance generally in industry it is accepted like your entry page should be very, very fast. It should take half second to load up your initial page, entry page. So you can have those kind of measurement. A lot of DevOps, what they do is now DevOps has become very, very advanced. What they do is they use predictive analysis. In predictive analysis, they capture your performance measurements over the time. Okay, what time it took to load the page over this period. So if performance goes out of that bound, it raises a trigger, which is very good. If some trigger has happened, like performance, something was slow, either the risk predictive risk either the risk model is wrong or something has gone wrong in your application. Then cyclomatic complexity, I created another video on cyclomatic complexity. Cyclomatic complexity is how difficult your code is, how many if-else statement is there. If you have cyclomatic complexity of more than 10, so something is wrong, you need to refactor your function. How automated unit test can help you to reduce the cyclomatic complexity. Again, you can have 10 cyclomatic complexity to come up with some fitness function. Fitness function, this came from Neal and Rebecca from evolutionary architecture. Fitness function is you objectively assess the application architecture characteristics. Okay, performance, the load page should not take more than half millisecond. So this fitness function you build in your daily build, or you monitor your application in the production, and you have to make sure when you're deploying the build on test or moving to production, this fitness function should pass. Otherwise something has gone wrong. That can give you indicators. So if you have to come up with fitness function. Another interesting thing is a concept we can take from Netflix is Netflix has a concept of Chaos Monkey. What happened when Netflix was moving from in-house servers to cloud, Amazon cloud? They were worried that how they're going to test different applications. They don't have any control about Amazon infrastructure. So they came up with a concept of Chaos Monkey, where they introduced some problems in their production system to find out how their production system will react if they bring down one service, if they created too much fake transactions, can their system come. Another thing is to think is like a lot of our architecture, initially we come up with nice layers. This is presentation layer, this is business layer, this is data layer. And we come up rules, you have to have interfaces between these layers, and you should be using dependency injection. And what happens over the time, if you are not monitoring, it's difficult. Sometimes it could be difficult to monitor the whole code base every day. You may have other work. So there comes a ArchUnit. I have a lot of videos on ArchUnit. Check my ArchUnit is very cool for monitoring your architecture. And ArchUnit is very cool for managing your architecture. I already use how Netflix uses Chaos Monkey to find out what could go wrong in their production system. So friends, if you like this video, like it, share it, and subscribe to my channel for your regular updates. Also connect with me on LinkedIn and Twitter, especially LinkedIn if you like small summaries of the video. Thanks again.